Or. You want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. I guess you just couldn't survive 5 nights at Frickbear's 3. You mess with the Faz, you get the bear. The party's just starting. That's showbiz for you. Not everyone's suited for this job, but I can help with that. Welcome to the family. Don't forget who runs things around here. Ah!
Rock and roll! Oh man, I feel a song coming on. You're dead. Bada bing, bada boom. Music to my big ol' ears. My name is Bonnie. I'm a purple bunny. No, that needs a lot of work. That'll hold you all right. Could you let me in faster next time? I'm on the clock here. Whew! That scream was pitch perfect. Hey, could you, provide feedback on that jump scare, actually? I was working on it for a little while. Freddy should give me a raise for this. Sorry, boss.
Let's see. Sheesh, you go down easy. I'm so hungry, I could eat a night guard. I'm afraid you just got served. That was a piece of cake. Cake. Wow, and I thought I was the only chicken around here. Oh, finally! I was starving over here. Bonnie might be better at making plans, but I know how to wing it. You ain't fat, you ain't nothing. It doesn't take a chef to know that you're cooked. Ruffled your feathers.
Ahoy! Who's out of order now, ye son of a biscuit eater? Oh, I just love a good old floundering. That old bear wishes he were as fast as me. They won't be finding you in one piece. Oh, you gotta be quicker than that. The quick red fox jumped the lazy night guard. Didn't your boss ever warn you of the hooks? Ah, the plink. She beckons your name. I'll get ye next time.
It's me. Watchmen these days, they'll fall for any trick in the book. Oh, you fell asleep. They don't make night guards like they used to. That never gets old. You can tell me I'm not wanted, but the joint will still be haunted.
Where am I? Careful with that flashlight, you almost got me caught. Error in action number 1 of jump scare event for object endoskeleton variable quote voice line ID unquote not set before reading. I was looking for a new suit. I suppose you will have to do. You never stood a chance, no bones about it. Process complete, shutting down. This is the endo. You, lights off protocol, completed successfully. You won't be needing your old skeleton anymore. Not when you have me. Ha 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 ha. You'll never get off my wild ride. Ha 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 ha. Warning critical.
You ready? Aw, man. I'm ashamed. Ouch! Right in the fastballs! Gaming harder, hardly gaming. You'll make it to the leaderboard someday, pal. Just remember, if there's a 1 to the left and a 3 to the right, that square might be a mine. If you swing at the king, you'd best not miss. Are you winning, son? Hey, that's cheating!
Let's rock! I see you. Now what is that I spy? Oh, security guy. I'll find you eventually. Well, that's just Freddy. I do not have time for this. Cool shades, Freddy. I could pull off those shades way better. Before you ask, no, I won't autograph your gravestone. It's criminal to be as cute as me. A lot of people say they'd die to meet me. Congrats on being the first to follow through. The future is now, and I'm afraid you're obsolete. Not everyone's fit for the limelight. Move aside for a true star. One star rises and another fizzles out. Fake fan.
Let's party. Oh, you make an adorable corpse. Oh my god, you're like so bad at this. Bingo! Got 'em. Yuck. These bloodstains do not fit my look. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Who's a good little cupcake? Aw, you are. Call that a party foul. Ugh, whatever.
Let's play! Well, now that we're together, let's hang. Can't a fox have some privacy around here? See what you've done? Sorry about your head, though I guess you weren't using it for much anyway. Don't think I didn't see you looking at me. Do you really think I'm that pretty? 2 heads are better than 1. That bites.
I'm awake. It always ends the same. They lied when they told you I was lifeless. The party never ends. You've made a very poor career choice. It wasn't meant to last. I'm getting too old for this. Welcome to the family. I can live with, or I can live withered out. That's terrible. Oh, my bones.
¿Quién anda ahí? You can't tell by my face, but I'm very happy I killed you. No pensaste que realmente me engañarías, ¿verdad? In with the old, out with the new. London Bridge has fallen down. Look into my eye. Extraño, ¿no? Es el conejo que usualmente es la presa. They tore me apart. They used me for parts. ¡Ay, caramba!
I know you're in here somewhere. Does somebody need a hug? If I could just squeeze past here. My sensors aren't what they used to be. I must be seeing things. Must have been the wind. Ugh, tacky. If we baked you into the pizzas, how long do you think it'd take them to notice? I guess this makes me a bird of prey. I might be flightless, but you're fightless. Psst. Hey, haven't you heard? It was to my understanding that everyone had heard. I'll slice you to pieces. Like a pizza. Tangled in my wires and mangled in my mouth. I was the first. You were the worst.
Arr, dead men tell no tales. A captain goes down with his ship. You won't be needing a flashlight where you're going. You'll find no mercy, save for that at the end of me hook. This old fox could still see right through ye. The plank, she calls for us both. Yarr. Next time, I'll be wearing 2 eye patches. A watery grave awaits you, my friend. Ah! Frickin' gah!
Hello? 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 Hi. Bye-bye. you're rocking. Wow, you had a free pizza coupon in there this whole time? I really should have tried this sooner. They never see me coming. Ouch. Sorry about that. Here, take a balloon for your troubles. What? Someone had to pick up the slack around here. Expect the unexpected. You'll float too.
Arr.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oopsies. You look beautiful. Those shades really bring out your eyes. God damn it!
It's been so long. Not all of us can be saved. 5 nights without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, his life, seconds numbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, it stopped, short, never to go again when the night guard died. Nobody pulls my strings. You know you shouldn't be here. I can take life just as well as I can give it. Oh, that's better. Don't wake the baby. Wind up the box or wind up dead. You won't stop me.
Follow me.
Guess who's back? You're going to burn with the rest of us. Evil doesn't die. Stronger in the darkness. What ironic confidence. No light can save you now. The others are like animals, but I am very aware. Pathetic. The children put up more of a fight than you. Your death was quick and painless. That was a mistake on my part. Just another to add to the tally.
Again! Got you! I win! Tag, you're it! Wait, why aren't you running? Ooh, what fun! You're no fun.
You are going home in a box. This night will keep repeating over and over until you make it to the end. Yeah, you know that one. Night keep beating over and over and over until you. That song is so good. Tonight, you're in my domain. You won't be waking up tonight. What game do you think you're playing? You little
me. Aw, don't cry 'cause I bit off your face. You look better this way. No balloon unbursted, no butt unkicked. You click like a girl. What? Even I know the value of dental hygiene. My teeth, your face. Do the math. Aw, your poor little panicky patrolman can't even use a mouse right. Aw, little baby wants your balloon. Here you go. Psych! Better hope you get a closed casket funeral, 'cause you are ugly. Ow, my tooth.
Memento Mori. Curiosity killed the cat, but it won't bring it back. What did you expect looking death in the eye? When fight or flight aren't options, the only thing to do is freeze. Ignorance is bliss. No one can outrun me forever. Prying eyes must pay for their greed. I'll be pulling the strings from now on. Sweet dreams. You tempted fate one too many times. The devil loves a big chase, so I imagine he's quite disappointed. You're delaying the inevitable.
It's yours, my friend. Wow. Thanks for buying. I really gotta stop selling those.
Here's the scoop. You'd best start believing in circuses. You're in one. If I'm a clown, you must be the entire circus. Don't hold it against us. I didn't even need the ice cream for that one. Look at what you made me do. That makes 0. Trusting me was your decision. Proving you wrong was my choice. Alright, Bitty Babs, pack it up.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Da 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 da. Hey, over here. Get ready for a surprise. Let's give the birthday boy a big hug. Time to blow out the candles. Psst, hey, check this out. Ready or not, here I come. Hey, you want to see something cool? Take it away, Bon Bon. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Ow. Oh.
No.
Huh. Maybe we ought to start calling you the Death Day Boy.
What? Double your botch, double your fun!
2 animatronics are way worse than 1. Why was the night guard sad on their birthday? Because they had no body to celebrate with. Bon Bon, I don't think that was a mouse. I don't know about you, but I had quite the fun time.
Fell for the old Fazbear pincer. Dang, you got killed by a guy with no legs. That's not a good look. Come on, get up! No sleeping on the job. That's right. Sorry, just give me a second. Push myself too hard getting to that other door. Man, you should feel embarrassed to die to me. Like, do you see how short I am? No.
What a party pooper.
It's showtime! Now that's what I call a class act. Huzzah! A performance truly to die for. No jump scare is quite as punctual as mine. Ah, I see you've been left speechless. Tune in next time! Lights, camera, bloodshed! Wasn't that the most jaw-dropping, heart-stopping, mind-bendingly cartoonish death you ever laid your eyes upon? Well, I thought that jump scare was incredible. It belongs in a movie theater. Curtain call.
Care to dance? That was anything but graceful. Down will come baby, cradle and all. They say dancing faces you towards heaven, no matter the direction you turn. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Didn't your mother ever teach you to stop and appreciate the little things? Not quite my tempo. Terrible performance. Let's take it from the top. Don't worry, it's not your fault you're too slow to keep up. Ballet is a window to the soul. Did you like what you saw? Oh, why I never!
Want some help with that? Bye, bye, bye. Click here. Hello there. Hello there. I can send email. Aw, darn it. Aw. Oh. Fiddlesticks. Son of a nutcracker. Oh.
Kick it. Not groovy, man.
Been thinking about something and I wanted to tell you about it. Why, am I glad to see you? You know, I'd actually been thinking about it a lot recently. Specifically magic, because my buddy Orville, he's a magician. And there's a lot of argument in the world about the believability of magic, whether or not it can even be a real thing. And for me, magic is strange. I've heard about all sorts of different things and all sorts of spiritual, strange subjects. Like, pretty sure I've heard something about remnant being uttered here and there. But that's here nor there. I don't really understand any of that. What I do understand is card games. And the card games have been getting really popular recently. For example, it's something to do with magic, I believe. But I've been seeing some of the kids' older brothers and sisters playing it in the big kids section of the restaurant. And I thought it was interesting, and I had a closer look every once in a while, and they'd show me the ropes, and I gotta say, card games have been getting really complicated. You know, back in my day, we used to just play blackjack and poker and go fish and tiddlywinks or whatever. And it's interesting how complicated modern things can really get. Like, have you ever tried to use a computer? Of course you have. It's a part of your job, but there's so much to do. You open the menus and it just hits you with a wave of options. All sorts of little applications, I believe they're called. That, programs. Just you could watch moving pictures. You can listen to music. It's insane. I couldn't believe my eyes. What's next, right? Anyway, so I was also thinking about where was I? Hey, you know what? Maybe it'll come back to me later. I'll see you around. Man, am I glad to see you. I was thinking recently. We being a children's entertainment restaurant, I think the company should branch into toys. I thought that was an interesting subject, and I thought you could bring it up to your boss, because looking at the children and seeing the toys they bring in, all sorts of wonderful, colorful figurines and collectible action figures and marketable characters. I've thought to myself, a lot has changed between now and when me and Orville grew up back in the 40s. See, back then, safety standards were subpar. And this was made very obvious by a lot of sectors, but more importantly, children's toys were awfully strange. Now, I had a lot of arguments with Orville about this kind of stuff. Specifically, we had this toy set, and it was weird. Orville came from a wealthy family, and they could afford all sorts of expensive doodads and doohickeys and thingamabobs and what, and he had this set that was specifically for playing with atoms, I believe. It was something with nuclear science. He was a big fan of this stuff. And you see, at first it sounds interesting because, children love learning. Learning is one of the most wonderful things you can do. I love learning every day. I love sharing my stories because learning is just one of the most beautiful. It's wonderful. It's just a magical thing. But Orville, he wasn't in it for the learning. He was in it for the other part of nuclear science, making the explosions and all those things. So he bought this. His parents bought him this set, and we'd been playing with it in his backyard at the mansion, and he was sitting, looking at it. He was like, "Hey, Orville." I'm sorry. He was like, hey, Hippo, look at this. Check this out. And he showed me, and he put I believe it was some blue rock, and he put it up to another one, and it created this this beautiful, bright blue. And we thought, at first it was wonderful, and then we fell deathly ill. And it turns out, a couple weeks later, after we'd already played with the toy over and over again, the toy had been recalled because the scientists up at the stop had discovered that radiation isn't safe. And scientists are wonderful people. I think about scientists all the time. Scientists can be wonderful, wonderful people. For example, like, the fellas that brought to the moon, me and Orville, we actually watched the moon landing on live television. When it happened, it was a triumph. It was one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. It was just a beautiful triumph. It was a sight to behold. And Orville thought he's always been a bit of a skeptic. He told me, they're just doing this so they can beat the Russians. They were trying to tell the Russians, yeah, we won. And I told him, Orville, you're kind of a negative Nancy. Yeah, you're not really, like everything I've ever told you, you've always had some kind of skeptic to it, and it's been, why are you like this? And he just shrugged. Sometimes I reevaluate what I think about that man. I think he's got a good heart, but he's a character for sure. Anyway, I'll see you later. I need to go use the bathroom. Oh, you're just the night guard I wanted to see. How you doing? I'm doing. I've been a little stressed out, actually. I've been thinking about the video game sponsors that we've had. The guys that bring in the console for kids' birthdays and such to play games. And normally, I'm not bothered by this, but it's I've seen some of the stuff that the children have played, and some of it's relatively fine. Building block games and other such sorts, and there's sometimes, every once in a while, I'll see them playing some kind of shooting game, like violent video games, and it doesn't feel right in these halls, in the halls of our restaurant in this company. Fazbears and murder just don't go together. It's not right. We're a family restaurant for kids and grown-ups alike. I forget the line, but it's a wonderful place to feel safe and not really think about these sorts of things. I don't know, I just don't feel right about it. Well, anyway, speaking of concern for the children, have you seen the pizzas that they've been serving recently? I've been looking at the menu, and I actually went behind the kitchen to check it out. Some of the ingredients there have been there for a little longer than I think is safe, honestly. I really think they should address that as soon as possible. That could lead to some problems down the line. But who am I to say? I'm not really one who eats pizza, nor much of anything, really, given that I'm, a robot, I suppose. But, Well, anywho, I've got to run some errands, so I'll see you around. Well, hey there. Isn't it fancy catching you here? It's been a while since we've last spoken. How's the job treating you? Things going well? Thinking about meeting up with old friends after a while. I met up with my old friend Montgomery Gator. People know him as Monty, is his stage name for that whole Rockstar gig. But ever since he picked up that Rockstar gig, he never really had time for any of his old friends or hanging out. And, I was okay with this. However, the other day, he'd called me and asked, "Hey, Monty, I mean Hippo, you wanna catch up and go fishing?" Now, of course, I couldn't say no to that, so I packed my fishing gear. I put it on the back of the truck, and I drive over to where he said to meet up, which was this old shack a couple counties over. Now, I don't know why he'd asked me to drive so far, but the old shack was stationed right next to this old pond, really big pond, and he'd stated that it was a very, very good pond for fishing. But I digress. So, I drive over. I meet him over at the old shack. Of Creepy old shack it was. Covered in mold, the wood was barely holding together, and there was spider webs everywhere. And I'd asked him, "Hey, Monty, is this your shack?" And I assume he didn't hear me, because instead of answering my question, he looked over to me and held up this big burlap sack he was carrying. And he said, "Hey, Hippo, could I get a quick hand chucking this here bag of compost into the pond?" Now, of course, not much of a botanical man myself, so I had to ask, "Well, why would you need to fertilize a pond? Nothing's growing in there." And Monty, he looked over to me, looked away, looked over to me again, looked at the bag, looked at me, and he said, "Well, there's seaweed at the bottom of the pond here, and it's good for the fish." And of course, who am I to question a man who's grown up around bodies of water his whole life? So I obliged and helped him chuck the bag into the river, but I couldn't help but notice these two lumps on the bag. Kind of reminded me of rabbit ears, they did. So I asked, "Hey, Auntie, why is the bag so lumpy?" And he responded, "I thought dead animal or something." Yeah, dead rabbit. A little rabbit got into the bag. It's, it happens every once in a while, but carcasses are good for the pond." Now, again, I'm not one to question my friend's knowledge, so I just wave it off and help him chuck it into the pond. And, almost at the very moment the bag touches the water, he looks over to me and he's like, "Hey, thanks, wonderful help. I gotta go now. And, I chime in. I say, "Well, weren't we here to go fishing?" And, he looks over to me and he says, "Well, I forgot my fishing rod." And, I point over to the spare that I bring just in case, my rod snaps. And, he scratches the back of his head and responds, "Well, there's no fish left in the water. There's a fish pandemic." And, again, not really wanting to question my friend's knowledge, so I shrug and get back in the truck and drive home. And, looking back on it, Monty was acting awfully neurotic that day. He was looking over his shoulder all the time and asked me if I had been followed. And, a lot of mannerisms that actually reckon back to old Pig Patch. He's an interesting character, a great friend, but, actually, speaking of the devil, I just looked at my watch and I gotta go help Pig Patch get the bugs out of his garden. Bugs as in microphones. He believes there's microphones in the garden. Something about the Fazbear Company getting him for discovering this Fazgoo thing. Not quite sure what he's on about, but once again, I'm not one to question my friends, and I think I'd rather just help him out. So, I'll see you around. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to say something? Alright, where was I? Not really one for stories, are you?
Lure, encapsulate, fuse, transport, exterminate. Were the $5 worth it? He'll be alright, because there's nothing left. Finally, some peace and quiet. I'd appreciate it if you screamed less loudly. About time someone shut you up. I'm tired of being strung along. It was the suit that did that, not me. You hear that? No? Good. Freedom.
All for one!
And one for all! Oh, I got them!
No, I got
Actually, I was the one doing most of the work.
you! It was all me!
Don't forget who's the star of the show here.
Oh, shut up! Individually, we may be weak like loose little twigs, but as a bundle we form a mighty...
Log?
Yes, a mighty log. Oh, come on! Look me in the eye when I'm jump scaring you.
Looking in mine, dear.
Watch your mouth and check the face.
We're the spaghetti, and you're the meatballs.
Oh, me, of course. Red looks good on me, and it looks even better on you.
We outnumber you! If you can't take the heat, stay out of the office!
It works on all of us!
Shocking, isn't it? Connection terminated. Lights out. Do I look like I need your power? Because I do. There's nothing controlled about this. Start all over. You should be banned from every game. You won't die. Wait, you actually did die? Oops. You're just a skater hater.
Ow! Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? I was expecting more of you. You're unskilled, untrained, and unworthy. You'll huff and you'll puff, but you'll never blow me away. I'm not sick, I'm twisted. Sick makes it sound like there's a cure. Liberty for wolves is death to the lambs. And now a little light reading of your in memoriam. I'm no mere illusion. What's the matter? Scared? And they said it was all smoke and mirrors. Don't worry, you'll find the dirt comfortable after a while. Back to the earth.
Happy Halloween, Candy. Candy. Feed me. Trick or treat. Hum nom. Tasty. Thank you. Yummy. Brains. I'll carve you like a pumpkin. Where is your Halloween spirit? It's alive. Never mind. It's dead. Yummy in my tummy. Still hungry. No treat for me is a trick for you. I'm so hungry.
We meet at last! Alert! Incoming transmission! Alert! Alert! Incoming transmission! Alert! Here comes a new challenger! A new irritation approaches! Things can get much worse! Behold my true power! You haven't seen the last of me!
Hello? Alright, enough trolling. When's the real night guard getting here? Congratulations, you lost to an imaginary monster in an imaginary game. All your theories are wrong. Goodbye. Someone had to bring this story to an end. There's always an underachiever in the bunch, and I guess that's you. You know, I don't think you know how to play, you know? It was time to put you in your place. Oh, alright. I'll see you on the flip side.
I'm Mr. Chipper. I'm the beaver. Yoo-hoo! Come on now, my gambling debt ain't gonna pay off itself. Sorry, son, looks like you got a date with the Grim Reaper. No need to worry, 'cause I know the deal. The trees will grow back for sure, that's for real. You're gonna be sleeping with the fishes. See how to feel for me. Hey, look on the bright side. A burial mound sure beats a termite man. Timber! What, my lumber too expensive for you? Well, how much they're paying you? Oh, bury me with my money.
Oh, wow, dude. I'm not even supposed to be here. It looks like you let the dogs out. My bite is worse than my bark. You can't beat an old dog with new tricks. Down, boy. Roll over. Play dead. Oh, man, you really screwed the pooch on that one. Try and tell someone you died to me. They won't believe you. You barked up the wrong tree, buddy. Oh, this dog will have his day.
Meow? Oh, just wait until those pizza peddling pinheads see I got the night guard before them. Hey, look at the bright side. You don't have to work at this dump anymore. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Oh, wait. Right, yeah. You're dead. You folded like cheap origami. You'd best start fishing for a new career, pal. You can't beat the genuine article, sugar. Maybe you should have hid in the locker. Too bad you don't have 9 lives. Great, make it 8 lives.
Pop goes, an AI could do your job better than you. I suppose if there's a hell, you'll burn there for eternity. Ah, me scares never get old. No wonder they call me Evergreen. You're the epitome of incompetence. I'm the hero, you're a Pop Goes Zero. I won't be keeping you in my heart, dude. Wow, that was quite the realistic depiction of a panic attack. You'd better get your will reprinted. That's the way the money goes.
What do you want from me? I'm busy. You're doing just about as good in those games as you're doing in this one. Well, I guess you got a thing for playing games poorly. Who could have seen that coming, huh? I was waiting for that. Womp womp. Listen, I could make a better game than this. Just watch me. Raise me $35,000 and I'll show you. If you're recording this for a video, I'm gonna be expecting a cut of the ad revenue. I don't want to alarm you. Ah! Just kidding. I was lying. Press Alt F4 to unlock the secret ending. I'm actually the anti-piracy for this game. If you obtain the game for free, I will be sending a strongly worded letter to your mother to let you know Rodney Redbird is disappointed in you. Not because of the piracy, just because you suck. Yeah, don't count on beating 40-20 with this gameplay, pal. God, do you not have anything better to do? I've run out of things to say. That's how uninteresting this is. This is getting really boring. I'm starting to run out of things to say. Hey, no pressure, but my boss bet a couple thousand on you, and he doesn't like to lose. Man, if only my pal Buddy was here, little bluebird fella. He'd be flying around the room, knocking stuff over, yelling in a panic. It'd be great. Hey, I wrote a song for you. Never mind. I lost interest. You can now feel the clothes on your body. I don't know about you, but I could go for some alcohol, simulated gambling, animated blood, and comic mischief right about now. I should swear so I can get you demonetized. Now, you see, personally, I wouldn't have done that. Don't choke! Don't choke! Don't choke! Why do the doors need power to stay closed? See, now this game should have been in the fanverse. Not because it's good, just because I'd get merchandise. Hey, I found this, this file in one of your cabinets while you were, not looking. It's called Dorable Do Fanverse Manifesto. I went through it. It's got, it's actually got some pretty, alarming things in it. You should probably maybe report this to someone. God, you can really see how much this game suffered from feature creep. I mean, just look at me. Hey, let me guess, this is your first time playing? No? Ooh, that's embarrassing. Hey, so, like, if you know the animatronics want to kill you, why are you staying for all the 5 nights? You know, I actually did the voice for the 4th phone call. They didn't pay me for it. This is Frickbear's 3? 3 games of experience and this is all they could do? Alright, here's a really cool challenge you can try. Beat the night with the audio muted, your monitor off, and the computer unplugged. You might want to get your pipes checked. Something tells me there's a gas leak. Jeez, can you get jump scared already? I'm falling asleep over here. I'm still getting paid for this, right? If you think things are tough now, don't worry, they're gonna get worse. Look, I'm moving in real time. This is pathetic. Here's a real challenge. Can you beat Frickbear's 3 while gifting someone a copy of Gimiko every half hour? Only then will you have my respect. I'm editing your save file to invalidate this speedrun. Oh, I see. You're playing bad on purpose so you can get all those jump scares. You're making one of those compilations, right? Listen, you're not cut out for this. Hand me the keyboard. You ever been kneecapped by a bird before? Want to find out what it's like? Hey, why didn't they make the game about me? I'm legally distinct. I could have made these guys millions. You know, I'm the one carrying this whole game. They should make me a makeshift plushie. Manual breathing. You know, I actually have a secret line that's a massive lore hint. I'm not gonna say it, though. You know, it'd be real funny if out of nowhere, the game's memory started leaking, and you'd have to start all over again. Wasted all that time on the perfect run just for some faulty coding. It could happen. Really could. You'd be crying tears, and I'll be drinking them. God, I really hope me talking has made you miss some important audio cue by now. I'm actually amazed you haven't noticed yet. You ever wondered how long it took me to record all these lines? I don't remember, but it was probably long. I should be making these schmucks pay me extra. I can't believe they let the game release like this. You know, this isn't actually live commentary. I'm just repeating the same couple canned lines over and over. You'll have to subscribe to Rodney Plus if you want that. Oh, you salvaged a lot of those guys, huh? Too bad there's no salvaging this gameplay. Hey, I'll say the age-appropriate drinks line for 20 bucks. Put them in your computer's CPU cooler. Type in your home address and credit card information to activate my secret cheat code that skips the night. Sorry, I was thirsty. Why do you smell like that? You ever wonder how this game didn't end up getting canned? It's actually because they outsourced all the development to a sweatshop. It's true. Do not look it up. Can't believe you're playing this after the controversy. Everybody's heard about it. Can't believe the developer shot a man. Huh, I didn't know you could afford 3 dimensions for your pizzeria. That's kind of lame. You're really gonna do 5 nights of this? I guess it's not too many nights. Hey, can you give me a bag of chips? You know, when I play, I don't need any power-ups. Haha, look who needs a handicap. You're splurging like you haven't been paid minimum wage. Hey, smart move. Sure is a good thing you don't have to listen to someone talk all night now, huh? You can double those earnings if you take them to the casino. You should spend all of that on the king's prizes. I hear something really funny will happen if you do. It's kind of sad that this is the only way you're gonna make a living wage here. What kind of jerk gets paid for playing video games? Oh, I love this channel. Oh, finally! Something good on TV. Beginner's luck. Hey, Big Brother pulled through after all. You should probably get the guy who was playing horribly before back on here, though. You can exchange tokens for cash? I guess that's one way to get around gambling regulations. I should take notes. Oh my god, I get to leave. Thank God. Man, can you imagine how much harder that would have been without me? Yeah, I'm not impressed. Really? It's like that, huh? You know what? I didn't even want to be here. I didn't even want to be here. This is you. All on you. You got me in here. You brought me in here, and then you get me out like that? Really? Really? If that's what it's like. That's your decision.
You know, 90% of night guards stop buying prizes right before they hit it big. Don't worry, just keep gambling. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Surprise! Oh well, you win some, you lose some. But this was supposed to be my moment!
Looks like it's the concrete shoes for yous. Too bad you ain't got gills. If you think you could pull one over on me and get out of paying those tokens, forget about it. In this establishment, you gotta make the tokens first. Then when you get the tokens, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the women. Sorry, kid. Nothing personal. It's strictly business. You'll be sleeping with the fishes. That's me. Hey, I'm the fishes. Hey, you's a night guard. My Uncle Vito got whacked by one of those. You owe me. You never had the makings of a varsity athlete. Hey, what can I say? Women want me. Night guards fear me, you know what I'm saying?
No good deed goes unpunished. So you're Jeremy. So you're Mike. So you're Vanessa. Well, look who it is. You know, the girl wouldn't shut up about you. was sure the stranglehold I had on her mind was absolute, but somehow, whenever she talked about you, I could feel it loosening. Well, I certainly could have done without the incessant flirting, but I must thank you both. You two have played your parts incredibly. Really, I mean it. That old suit was rather limiting, as much as it meant to me. But now, I've become something far greater, far beyond anything the rest ever were. And with this body, I will reshape this world into my own, deliver retribution unto its wretched populace. Oh, don't give me that sour face. You don't have a thing to worry about, after all. You won't be here to see it. Fighting back, are you? Good. I was worried this would get boring. You're quite the stubborn one. You know you're only delaying the inevitable. You good-for-nothing bucket of bolts! Make yourselves useful or I'll slash you to scrap metal! Insolent brat! This body cannot be killed! You must think you have me on the ropes, do you? Well, little do you know, I've one more trick up my sleeve. Got you! Did you really think you could defeat me? You, the little morsel you are! You are nothing! You've always been nothing, and that is how it shall remain. Once I'm through with you here, you'll be forgotten. Not even a footnote in my legacy. When this is all over, I'll... Say, is it hot in here? Or is it just me? Did you really think that would work on me? Why did I invent this? You must think you're really funny. I don't think so. Why, you little? The 6 a.m. show's been cancelled. I'm so far beyond you. I'm like a god in metallic clothing. Do you live in fear of what you've created? Don't dismay. You're part of something far greater now. History is written by the victors. They outnumber you. I overpower you. Connection re-established. I'd appreciate it if you screamed much louder. No one can escape the shadow I cast. This is perfect. First I kill your accomplice, now I kill you. Symmetry, my friend. You're far below my weight class. Just the way I like it.
Hello? Hello? Hey, I hope this message finds you well. Now, I've got a salvaging job in the morning, and I imagine you got a long night ahead of you, so for the both of our sakes, I'll try to make this brief. First and foremost, your job. I'm sure your manager already went over this, but wouldn't hurt to cover it again. So you, as the night watchman here, have 2 duties. Keeping intruders out, and keeping all our equipment in here safe. Most notable of which, of course, being our animatronic band. You see, the animatronic characters here, you may notice they tend to move around at night. Don't fret, it's completely normal. Even animatronics need their exercise. Stops their mechanisms from locking up when they need to perform in the morning, and saves our maintenance crew a lot of hassle. Now, that normally wouldn't be an issue for you, but our animatronics, well, they also have a tendency to wander to parts of the building they aren't supposed to be in, which might also include your office. Because of that, you'll want to keep an eye on them with your cameras, just make sure they aren't straying too far away from their intended areas. And if one reaches the doorway to your office, it might be a good idea to close either of those handy mechanical doors. There should be one on both sides of your office. They stop almost any animatronic. Just close them, wait for the thunk, and the animatronics should go right back to their stage. Only close them if you absolutely need to, though. The doors drain power, and power isn't something you've got a lot of. And I say almost every animatronic, because there is one that's a little special, though it isn't hard to deal with. Just click that reset music button on the entrance camera every once in a while, and it should leave you be. Now, if you're wondering why a place like this needs heavy-duty mechanical doors, or what all these other tools you have at your disposal are, my answer to both these questions is, don't worry about it. You probably won't need to use them tonight anyway. We just want to make sure our guards are safe and have the means to defend themselves against any threat that comes their way. I do like, burglars, vandals, those kind of threats. Other than that, the only thing you really have to worry about is your temperature. AC's shot, so you have to rely on your fan. Just turn it on every so often, it should cool you right back down. Just don't leave it on for too long, it drains power too. Oh yeah, and while all you should really need tonight are the cameras and doors, feel free to flip through the different systems on your monitor and try out some of the other tools just to get a feel for them too. It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Now, I think that's everything. Unless I'm forgetting about something. No, I'm sure that's... What the... And that should be... Yep, okay. Hi. Sorry, the guy that called you last night can't quite get back to you. He got into a pretty nasty accident with the office locker right when he finished recording your message. And, apparently the animatronics filled it with the heaviest stuff they could find, and the thing just tipped right over onto him. It's still lying there. I think he still may be in it, actually. I have no idea where they managed to find that many blocks of pure tungsten in it, but you know Freddy and the gang, they're some real kidders. That aside, I heard you made some salvages last night. That's good. I don't really know how those ones work, not my jurisdiction, so I guess it's up to you to figure that out. Other than that, we've been noticing some strange new behavior of some of the animatronics, namely, they really like getting into our vent system. If you switch the vent setting on your monitor and see one just crawling around up there, it might be a good idea to set an audio alert nearby to pull it away from your office. Now, if one does get into your office, don't worry, just try throwing on that spare Freddy head for a bit until they go away. Usually fools them pretty easily, and that should be it. I'm actually coming up at the end of my shift here, so if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna recklessly meander my way over towards the exit door.
Hey, welcome back. Oh, right. Sorry about the background noise. I didn't want to end up like the last guy, so I decided to hide out in the women's restroom. But as it turns out, Freddy does his singing practice in here, so just try to ignore him. Anyway, have you checked out the game menu? You can play a bunch of dumb little mini games on there. You can even earn tokens for it too. The boss set it up. I think he wants to give us an incentive to playtest his micro games or something. I don't know, but you can ignore it if you need to focus on your job. Oh, and you can spend those tokens you get in the shop menu. Give it a look when you get a chance. There's a bunch of useful stuff in there. Anyway, I'll get back to you tomorrow. I should... Oh, could you keep it down in there?
What'd you say to me?
Whoa, hey, I didn't mean to. Hey!
Hey, Pally. Yeah, you guessed it. The last guy was found dead again. Poor bastard fell victim to a lethal swirly. Anyway, I don't really got any survival tips for you or anything. You seem to have it pretty much down by now anyway. But what I do have is a gun. And I ain't meeting the same fate as those schmucks before me. You hear that, you bad bastard? You ain't want a piece of me? Well, come get some of this! Hey, it's me again. Congratulations on making it to the end of the week. You seem real wise with the security stuff by now, so I'll just leave you to it. But just don't forget to check out the shop and buy something if you find yourself struggling with anything. Oh yeah, I actually did end up dying last night. The bullet ricocheted off of Freddy's head and right back into my skull. So my soul is trapped inside this phone now. You have fun with your last shift.
Come get your upgrades here.
Hey, chump, it's me, your boss. Now, keep an eye on those boards, eh? They're shiny and worth a lot of gold coins. But they're also some real jerks, and And I already made a reservation at this steakhouse, so you better make it out of there in one piece, eh? Don't be a stooge, and have a rotten night.
Oh, there you are. And right on time, too. I was just finishing up that reward. Well, are you excited? Finally, you and I are gonna be part of something so much greater. Feast your eyes on the prize to end all prizes, the ultimate reward for all your hard work. 'Cause as the old saying goes...
Well, here we are. Seems they cut power to a lot of the systems around the building. Figures, seeing as we're not exactly meant to be here. But that shouldn't be a problem. We have all we need. Boot that game up when you're ready. I'm counting on you. That woke Freddy up. Keep your flashlight at the ready. Don't let the little ones accumulate in your office. He's closer now. I can sense it. Keep an eye on the hallways. Shine your light if you hear Bonnie coming. Just one more should be enough to bring him out. Chica's coming. Don't let her see you without the mask on. You're in the final stretch now. Be sure your mask is on when that timer hits 0. Let's end this once and for all. Hello? Hello? Looks like you're in quite the snag there. Listen, I've got no time to introduce myself. Just know I'm here to help. Bloody hell, I told you! I told you this would happen! And you didn't listen, did you? Well, I suppose there's no going back now, so the best you can do is listen to me. That thing won't give up on his own. You'll need to use whatever tools you have to destroy him altogether. Hold him off for as long as you're able, and make it hurt. I'll be there to finish the job soon. He's going for the breakers. Shock him at the source. He's seeping into the vents. Cut him off before he gets to you. He's breached your office. Grab those wires and launch them out. Seems he's used up all his tricks. Hold out just a bit longer. I'm almost there.
I'm sorry I had to do this. I'm sorry it had to come to this. But if you play with fire, you're going to get burned.